The Stone of Madness is unlike anything I've ever played before, an isometric, real-time stealth action puzzler that balances lots of different mechanics to create something genuinely unique in indie games. With a twisted story set against an idyllic backdrop, it's a game you really should check out. The Stone of Madness is set in an 18th century Spanish monastery in the Pyrenees, and so unsurprisingly is made by the only devs who put out games based on historical Spanish Catholicism, the Game Kitchen. For those who don't know, they also made the excellent Blasphemous and its sequel. Clearly, they have a niche, and they like sticking to it. You play as one of 5 prisoners of the monastery's madhouse, looking to escape. There's Alfredo, a priest who lights the way and distracts with his preachings. Eduardo, whose strength and crafting ability come at the cost of his mutism and fear. Leonora, whose demons cause her to be proficient in violence. Agnes, a witch with spells that can foresee her surroundings and affect them in strange ways. And Amelia, a cheeky little scamp who weaves through the monastery walls and picks pockets with ease. Each prisoner has their own unique set of skills that need to be used to overcome the various obstacles that stand in your way. Need to get over a hole in the ground? Eduardo can carry planks to it that can get you across. Need to distract a bunch of prisoners? Alfredo can give sermons that draw people's attention. Need to leave a guard stone dead on the ground? Well, just leave it to Leonora. But alongside that, each has their own troubled past that means certain things will cause them to lose their sanity. And you must be careful not only to not get caught by the guards, but to not lose your mind completely. For instance, Alfredo is a man of peace, and so the sight of corpses or violence terrifies him and leaves him helpless. It's best to keep him and Leonora at arm's length. The game works in a day-night cycle. During the day, you set out to make progress in your overall escape plan. You select up to 3 characters to send out, and operate each one independently as you go about your mission. This can be tricky to get used to at first, as you have 3 different protagonists spread out across the map, all doing different things, and all of them trying not to get caught. This means accidents can easily happen, as you leave one character exposed while focusing on something else. All of a sudden they're spotted and you have to deal with it, meaning leaving your other characters exposed too. It's like rubbing your belly whilst patting your head at the same time. You have to split your mind in several places at once in order to succeed. By night, you go back to your cells, where you spend a limited number of points to do things that'll help with your escape. So for example, during the day you might take damage from enemies or the environment, but you have to wait until night time to actually do anything about it. This is also where you craft the various tools and items to help you make progress, buy and sell on the black market, and help lose your suspicion by doing jobs for the guards. This makes gameplay a real balancing act, with a lot of different spinning plates to have to keep an eye on at all times. It's certainly a challenging title, though there are difficulty options to make things a bit easier for those who may struggle. It's certainly a set of systems I've never seen combined before, making the Stone of Madness a truly unique experience. That extends to the game's visuals and sound design. The game combines the elegant visuals of a watercolour painting with the character design of something out of an old Disney movie. It works to great effect. Watching the cutscenes gave me nostalgic vibes, thinking back to being a child and watching films like Aladdin and The Lion King. We've seen games in the past try to emulate animation styles from history, like Cuphead's distinct 1920s rubber hose cartoons, or Pizza Tower looking like a 1990s Nickelodeon parody. But few have tried so successfully as the Stone of Madness to make its game feel like something from the height of Disney animation in the 50s. But on the other hand, the sound design evokes a historically foreboding atmosphere. From the footsteps in cobbled halls to the clinks of metal bars and ghastly murmurings of the mad inhabitants, the sound effects do a great job of creating a tense atmosphere. That, coupled with a soundtrack of gentle minor synths and pointed strings, bring a sense of unease, kept to its historical roots. This dichotomy between sinister audio design and pleasant visuals works really well in setting a tense and unusual atmosphere. And that's where the game is at its most successful, marrying light-hearted visuals with a creepy sense of foreboding that comes with its story. As the title might imply, madness is a focal point of everything that happens in this game. Not only are your characters affected by the traumas that dominate their personalities, but the entire monastery seems to hide all manner of creepy and unsettling things. From the denizens that wail and speak in tongues, to the dungeons and prison cells with cryptic writings scratched into the walls, and authority figures who know far more than they let on. You can really sense the Lovecraftian influences in the Stone of Madness, and it makes for a compelling world to spend time in. The gameplay does take some getting used to, and may not be to everyone's tastes, but if you're a fan of games that dare to try something different, the Stone of Madness is one worth seeking out. If you want to check it out for yourself, it's available now on consoles and PC. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and check out some of the others on our channel. Make sure to subscribe too, to never miss another video.